Hi guys, how are you today? So, this one goes to all my economic students who are probably taking a break. I hope you're not enjoying too much. You need to enjoy, but you're not enjoying too much and you're doing your studies. So, I thought I'll do a quick video for you guys to recap the four market structures. Remember the four market structures? What are these four market structures? Perfect competition. On the other extreme, you have the monopoly. Close to the perfect competition, you get the monopolistic competition, and close to the monopoly, you get the oligopoly, right? So the four market structures, right? So what are the characteristics of these four market structures again? Remember, perfect competition, no barriers to enter, no barriers to exit. The type of product, remember, homogeneous, okay? Number 3, they are a price taker, not a price maker. In the short run, what type of profits do they make? Can you remember? Right? They can make supernormal profits in the short run. There are no barriers to enter or no barriers to exit. So what do they do? Or what do the others do? Because there is money to be made. So many people start coming in, and in the short run, some firms start to make an economic loss. Okay? So as a result, some people get out. Yeah, so in the short run, they make supernormal profits, as well as some firms at a later stage can end up making economic losses. But in the long run, they can only make zero economic profits or normal economic profits. Okay. How about a monopoly? A unique product. Entry is barred, right? So nobody can enter. What are some of the reasons as to why they can't enter? Probably there's a legal barrier. Probably somebody has so much of economies of scale that there is no point in another person coming in. Or for that matter, let me think. They own a natural resource. Network externalities like Facebook. Remember what we spoke about in class, right? So for those reasons, they can't enter. And then what else do they have? So there is only one supply, right? In the short run as well as in the long run, they can make supernormal profits, no problem at all, but they are not efficient. Remember, they are not efficient. They are not producing at MB equals MC because, they can put up their price in order to increase their profits. Remember that? Okay. So they will have deadweight loss. Remember the case for a monopoly, there is an incentive for them to innovate. Okay. Right. So I hope you remember. I hope you are studying these things. Okay. And then very quickly about a monopolistic competition. It is closer to a perfect competition. Okay. However, they are a price maker. Remember, right? One pastry shop can charge 100 rupees for a fish bun. Other pastry shop can charge 60 rupees for a fish bun. Yeah. So they are a price maker. They have a differentiated product. Relatively easy to get into the market and get out of the market, and chances are these guys can have short-term economic supernormal profits long run. And an oligopoly, what are some of the things about an oligopoly? Barriers to entry are quite high. Okay, so what are some of the Sri Lankan examples? Dialog, Sri Lankan Airlines. Okay, these are all close to an oligopoly. Remember, they have what is called interdependency. Remember the kinked demand curve that I drew in the class? So when you go to the top, people tend to ignore the price changes. The competitors tend to ignore the price changes. And when you go to the bottom, if you try to reduce the price, what do they try to do? They will end up following the person who's changing the price. So there is always a price leader, and that person is not necessarily the market leader. Okay, right? So these are the four market structures. If you look at even an oligopoly, they can make supernormal profits in the long run, and also they are a price maker. So out of these four market structures, which market structure is the most efficient? It is the perfect competition, because they are the only market structure that will produce at where marginal benefit equals to marginal cost. Okay, right? They are the only market structure that will produce where the marginal benefit is equal to marginal cost. Okay, all the others are price makers, so they will try to increase their price in order to increase their profit. However, other market structures tend to be more innovative than the perfect competition. Okay, right. One more thing about perfect competition, which is that an individual, not the industry, individual person's demand curve is perfectly elastic. Meaning you have the price on the vertical axis, and on the horizontal axis you get the quantity. So what is a perfect elastic demand curve? Perfect elastic demand curve looks like that, guys. Okay, in other words, a line that goes on the horizontal side. So at the price of 4, you can give 100, 150, 200, 250 likewise. Yeah, but the industry demand curve is a normal demand curve, downward sloping from left to right. So these are some of the things that I can think about the market structures. Leave a comment if you want me to add any more points or teach you anything else. Wish you a wonderful holiday. Signing off. Take care. Bye.